you cannot be desperate about having a community. That is the single most wrong way to go about it. If you know the playbook that somebody told you that, hey, you need to have a community, and you woke up and you're like, okay, I'm going to desperately try to create a community in the next 45, 60, 70 days, you're going to lose. Because it's about people, and they're not dumb. They can sense it. The other way is, hey, I'm going to build a great community on the internet in 10 years. And if you start that way and think about, hey, what can I do today? What value can I add today? And if you just think about the micro increments of value each day, like 5 tweets or, one video a day, one blog post a week or a month, that will add up really quick. And this is true. This has happened so many times in my life. The 90% of my outcomes, of my success or whatever, came in the last 10% of the journey. So it is so unfair, because when you start out, it looks like freaking like a whole mountain that you have to climb, right? But it almost feels like you have to climb and only like 10 baby steps a day, maybe 20 a day, up to a point where suddenly you'll discover a freaking elevator. And then you're like, oh my God. And that's why I felt like I literally discovered an elevator to the mountain. And I'm like, oh my God. And that wouldn't have happened if I didn't persist, until the inflection point. So nobody can tell you what is the inflection point. At what point will leverage serve you, right? That's why I advocate like building leverage and building in public, because you just have to keep building and building, not with the desperation, not with the expectation that someone's going to like reply to you or make an intro to a VC, but because, you love sharing your story, and you're like appealing to that one kid who may be lost today, and maybe your particular story might have inspired him or her. So, if you can get yourself hyped up and get to 10, 20 baby steps a day to a certain height, I'll bet you everybody else will pull you up, because there's so many givers in the world. And I try to be one, especially because I've been benefited by the kindness and the give first mentality of the world.